Good morning, Bulldogs. Out here in the paddock with one of our Nigerian Dwarf goats. This is Delilah. Delilah is one of our favorite does on the farm. We breed her most years. We didn't breed any of our goats this year because of COVID, but she's a beautiful white goat, and she makes some outstanding babies. Usually they're multicolored, all different colors, and she's one of our favorite does on the farm. Definitely a very sweet girl. She's shedding right now. You can see, losing her winter coat. Like I said, she's a Nigerian Dwarf goat. Those are the type of goats we raise here on the Gammon farm. So we got a lot of important announcements tonight, or this morning. So I want to make sure we get rolling here. So please stand for the morning ceremony. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Stephen Charleboy. He was recognized by New York State Leadership Association for doing an outstanding job here in Livonia. And I'd like to thank Stephen personally because many of the things we did this year, like the PEP assembly and some of the leadership projects that we're able to do, COVID style, they wouldn't have happened without Stephen's leadership. So thank you, Stephen. He's left an example for some of our younger students and underclassmen to follow, because he's done, like I said, a tremendous job here at Livonia Middle High School. Also a special day today, we're going to announce our top 10. We have so many great students here in Livonia, and when it comes down to the top 10, these are the top 10 students in the senior class of 2021, that have the top 10 GPAs. So at number 10, we have Jessica Romanowski. Number 9, Melly Gifford. Number 8, Ryan Cole. Number 7, Emma Wagner. Number 6, Kennedy Neckers. Number 5, Ethan Matzik. Number 4, Alex Minahan. Number 3, Christian Tewksbury. And our salutatorian for the class of 2021 is Gianna Requino. And then our valedictorian for the class of 2021 will be Ethan DeMartinez. So congratulations, guys. These students all had over a 97 GPA for the 4 years they were in high school. So they all did an amazing job. We also had some students that were recognized by New York State for the Academic Excellence Award. This gives them a scholarship each year that they're in college here in New York State, whether it's a private school or public school. The following students won $500 a year, and they were Ethan Matzik, Alex Minahan, Christian Tewksbury, and Gianna Requino. And this student won $1,500 a year to a public or private school in New York State, and that's Ethan DeMartinez. So once again, congratulations, guys. You've done a tremendous job as students here at Livonia Middle High School. We have a special presentation, a very powerful presentation coming our way. It's called Teen Truth. This will be on April 27th. I want to thank Mrs. D for putting this together. I've seen this presentation a few times. I've met the original Teen Truth team a handful of years ago, and they put together an amazing presentation. Here in Livonia, we'll have a 45-minute virtual presentation for all students, 6 through 12, and then that'll roll into a 90-minute workshop for student leaders. So if you're interested in being part of that, see Mrs. D in room 224. Now, right here, I'm going to switch gears and talk a little bit more about what the Teen Truth experience is. Now, the Teen Truth, what they put together in their presentation, like I said, I've met the team. I've seen this ceremony a few times. It falls right into line into what we try to teach here at the Livonia Middle High School. It's very much in line with the tribe's agreements of how we treat each other, having mutual respect, no put downs. It's right in line with our Puff and Success and how we want to show respect and responsibility, work hard, play hard, and be positive at all times. And what we've preached all year, that we all have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around us. And why are we bringing this? I always believe, Livonia is a great place. I've worked in several different high schools. I've worked in 3 different states. Livonia is a really good place to be. But like every place, we can be better. And I've always been a firm believer, whether I was a math teacher in the classroom or a coach or now as a principal, that there's something much bigger than the academics, what we teach you guys here in school. It was always my goal to teach my students or my athletes to have compassion for one another, to teach them how to work together, how to treat each other well, how to support one another to ensure that everyone is successful. I knew if we learned how to work together like that, the test scores would come, the region scores would come, the wins on the field would come. It would just fall right in line after we learned how to work together and treat each other well. And that's our goal. We want to ensure that Livonia Middle High School is a safe and supportive place for all of us. Are we there yet? No, we're not perfect, and we can get better. And I know that change will only happen through your voice, your experiences, your ideas, the compassion and support you can show one another, and the courage you have to stand up for one another. That's what Teen Truth is going to be all about. It was based on a short film. It wasn't actors. It was real students like you guys that they gave cameras and had them walk around the high school during a year. And from that footage of what they captured, the real truth, they put together this movie. And when you think about your favorite movies, what makes a great movie? It's one that makes you think. And Teen Truth will do just that. It'll make you think of how you live your life, make you think of how you treat each other, make you think of how each of you have the power to have a positive impact on the others in the world around you. That's why I love Teen Truth. So let's dig in and watch a quick clip here. Hopefully you this speak as well of what Teen Truth is all about.
This film is a unique film because it was shot by students just like you.
The reason why we created Teen Truth was to give students like you a voice, to motivate you to think and empower you to make a difference in the world.
Filmmakers Arab Christopher and J.C. Pohl gave 5 high school students cameras and asked them to record their senior year.
What the filmmakers got was a raw and perhaps rare glimpse of what teenagers really think and feel.
They've started traveling to school, showing that film to high school students.
I believe that this presentation will be unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Teen Truth debuted last September and is touring classrooms and conferences across the nation to reach out to students, teachers, and parents.
What you do and say and how you look at each other every single day has an impact on the person sitting next to you, behind you, beside you.
And you have the power to make this the safest, healthiest, happiest place it can be.
The gangs and the alcohol and the drugs are just symptoms of what we're really needing in life. And that's that connection with each other.
In the end, those who made this film hope simply to prompt people to talk.
Based on the response, it appears they have a lot of school assemblies in their future.
Everybody in this room right now, we create a community, whether you like it or not. And when you go out of those doors, the community is going to get bigger and bigger.
Really start to think about the power that you have, not only on this school as leaders, but going off into the world. What are you going to do as an adult? What are you going to do to make this world the best place it can be? I believe that you have that power.
I want to share with you when my life started changing. This one experience switched my path to where I am today.
We forget the good things, but the bad things, we remember. They last a lifetime.
Please stand if you've ever been punched, kicked, tripped, or shoved on purpose by someone else.
I want you to raise your right hand if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever had a rumor spread about you on MySpace, text message, Facebook, I don't care where?
I want to ask you to sit down if you've ever done any of those things. If you've ever punched, kicked, tripped, called someone a name, spread a rumor, made a racist comment, excluded somebody. Look at that.
Every single one of us has been the bully too.
Sometimes something can just happen at home, and it gets you all mad, and you come to school and you just like let it out on someone.
It all started off with that first hit.
These days, we place great importance on filling the brain with knowledge, but no one seems to care about filling the heart with compassion.
Have you been learning compassion? Have you been learning how to love each other? Because I think you should be. I think you should be going out of your way to learn compassion from each other.
This represents love. This represents life, living. These scissors represent drugs and alcohol.
It's up to you to teach and learn it from each other every single day. And when you do that, you make a difference in each other's lives. And that, I think, is the most important thing.
You see someone being bullied? Step in, step up, help them out.
That's all it takes.
And you guys have the power to do it.
The question is, will you take control of the situation? Will you define that moment, or will you let that moment define you?
If you start making a difference in each other's lives, things will change.
If you're not making a difference, what are you doing?
If you're not making a difference, what are you really doing?
If you're not making a difference, what are you doing?
If you're not making a difference, what are you doing?
So let's go out and make a difference. Thank you all so much.
So like I said, you watch that clip, you watch the Teen Truth presentation. I can't wait till this comes on April 27th. It makes you think, makes you feel some emotions, and that's what it's supposed to do. But if you listen to the students, you listen to the people that are part of Teen Truth, they're telling you the truth, the real truth. So who do you share your truth with? Because we all struggle. We all have things that we deal with inside that we don't really tell anybody. And you need to. It's been a tough year for many of us. Many of us have struggled. Many of us have felt pressures we've never felt before. We can only get through these times with the help and support of one another. So who do you tell? Mr. Christopher, the guy that directed this Teen Truth movie, he had an experience when he was your age that changed his life and inspired why he put this movie together. And I'm not going to tell you too much because I'm sure that'll be part of the presentation. But he felt like many other people feel that no one understood. His parents didn't understand, his teachers didn't understand, even his closest friends didn't understand. So he didn't tell anybody. He didn't share until it was too late. And luckily things worked out well for him, but they almost didn't. And I won't share anymore. Like I said, he'll share that on April 27th. But we all need someone to reach out to when we're struggling. A trusted adult, a trusted friend, even if they can't help you, someone that'll stand by you until they find the help you need. So who is your trusted adult? If you're struggling, the one thing I know about Livonia is there's many, many people here that care about all you guys. So reach out to somebody you know that cares about you. And if someone reaches out to you, be that support they need to make a difference. So I'll leave you with a quote that you heard there in that clip. If you're not making a difference, then what are you doing? Like I said, I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bulldogs, have a good day.